guys, it's Alyssa again. I was going to do a video, another back to school video. I actually wanted to make you adult Lunchables, which I'm hoping to get to do that towards the end of the week or the beginning of next week before school actually starts. But I went to Bath & Body Works yesterday and hair's crazy. I was not expecting to get anything, and I went in and they had all their Halloween stuff and actually some of the fall body care out, which I was sort of surprised by. My sales manager at I actually have two stores. I live in a small city and we have one mall that has kind of a larger one and another that has a smaller Bath & Body Works. But she said that they were told, and I don't know if this is like a nationwide thing or not, but they had such a high demand for the Halloween and for the body care that they went ahead and put a lot of it out early because they said that they were just getting bombarded with phone calls and people wanting to know when the heck stuff was coming out because they were excited about it. And so I have a haul for you today instead of a tutorial, but hopefully I'll get taken care of that. And I think it's funny because I keep looking, you'll notice I'm like in the I almost said window. I'm on crack today in the little viewfinder on my camera because I really need to dye the roots of my hair. My hair is naturally black, but it's hard to maintain as I'm getting older because it's coming in gray. So I think it's funny. It's kind of witch looking, so it fits the theme of the video. But anyway, I'll get to the stuff. The first thing I want to show you is I didn't get all the soaps. All the soaps smell really, really good. I want to go back for them, and so I just got the one I was the most interested in, and that is Boo Hoo, which is a graveyard. And it does glow in the dark. The letters on the gravestones glow in the dark, and the outlines and in the moon, so it looks, I had a way to show you what it looked like. It's pretty cute. And the scent of this one is creamy pumpkin. And actually, I think the scents were pretty much what they were last year as far as the Halloween soaps go. Yeah, they had Halloween. I was just blinking. I'm like, do they have Halloween soaps? But I'm pretty sure they did last year. This one's creamy pumpkin, and then the pumpkin one is like cinnamon. It has a little jack-o'-lantern face on it. You'll see a little better when I have the pocket box because, of course, they correlate to this soap. But they had that one, Vampire Blood, which is a plum scent, Blueberry, which is just a different, like a fruit punch kind of thing. And then, I know I'm forgetting one. I have no idea which one I've forgotten about. But anyway, that's not important since I didn't get them to show you anyway. Maybe I'll remember when I look at the pocket box. But they're really cute, and they all have a glow-in-the-dark effect. So definitely check those out if you'd like that kind of stuff in your bathroom. I do. I'm very, if you can't tell from our videos, we're very seasonal people. And so anytime that I can find anything, especially when it comes to fall and Halloween, because that's my favorite time of year, I go a little nutty with the fall and Halloween stuff. And the thing for me about Halloween is I don't really like the whole, like the scary part of it. I'm not big on scary movies. As a matter of fact, which you'll find out when I start doing more fall movies. My favorite fall movie is Hocus Pocus. And it's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. So I steer more towards like jack-o'-lanterns and the cutesy kind of things about Halloween instead of evil. So that's kind of what got me excited about this particular set. The next thing I got was, they had 3 lip glosses, and the third one was actually the candy corn from last year, so I passed on that because I already had it and haven't used up the 2 from last year because I like the formula better on the lip glosses this year. Last year, the tastes were really good, but I felt like the formula is kind of watery, and my candy corn lip gloss leaked a lot, so I don't really carry that one in my purse. But the first one I got is Spooky Sweet and Sour, and it looks like it has a like a gummy skull and a lime on it. And this one reminds me a lot of the Pink Lemonade that came out with the dual-sided lip glosses. I think it was, I don't know if that was earlier this year or if that was last summer. But the set that came out with like the salted caramel and the raspberry lemonade and stuff, this one is very, very similar to the strawberry or the raspberry lemonade. And the packaging is pretty cute. It's a little, I noticed this year, instead of doing more of the fall type colors, they almost have more of like a Dia de los Muertos, or it's a little more colorful than it was last year instead of just like brown and black and white and orange and yellow. So I thought that was kind of neat. And then the next one I really, really like. I feel like if you can only get one of these, definitely get this one with the stripes. This is Creepy Candy Roll. And it reminds me of a pack of Lifesavers. And the thing about this one, I'm not sure yet because obviously I haven't used enough to get to the second color. But the first color tastes just like a blue pixie stick. And it really reminds me, the smell of it, of like Fruit Stripe gum or Lifesavers or pixie sticks. And so I was really excited that the pink tastes like pixie sticks. And the glitter in it, and it looks like it's pretty consistent throughout, is like a gold and a pink and a purple glitter. But it's not like big as showgirl glitter. It's pretty subtle. So I think people will still gravitate towards it. But I like this formula. This is more, excuse me, good grief. This is more true to the Liplicious formula with the kind of thicker lip gloss that stays on a little longer. So I was happy that they went back to that particular formula. And the next thing that I got, sorry about all the bag digging noises. I should have organized this a little bit better, but that's okay. Is I got this bag. I know that people are kind of divided on whether or not these little $3 bags are worth it. I like them because I think that they're really good, especially me teaching preschool. They're good for me to put lunch stuff in, or if you're also sort of anal about organization like I am, it's nice to be able to separate the stuff in your purse. And it's even more fun to be able to separate it in a seasonal or holiday themed item. And so this is the, I'm trying to put it in the light so you can kind of see the effect of it. It almost has like a sort of a three-dimensional effect going on. But it reminds me, for those of you that have children or are familiar with children's literature, of the illustrations from the book Georgie the Ghost. And I like how even though I have it turned around, you can kind of still see it in the background. The front are some tombstones and a tree with cats on them. And obviously you can see the haunted house and the bats in the background. And then if I flip it over, I actually sort of like this angle better. You can see the, whoop, after I drop it, the tree in the background with the haunted house and the bats and stuff. And it was $3, which I feel like for that particular size was worth it. And I really like that it has a zipper and it's relatively large, so I think it's pretty cool. I don't know, I can't really tell. It looks like to me that the paint on it or whatever they used to make the black designs will last a little bit longer than last year's did, but I'll have to get back to you on that one. And then the next thing I got, trying to make sure I don't forget anything, is, oh, the fall body care. My store already had Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin out, and again, that was because there was such a high demand for it. I went ahead and got the Ritual. They didn't have the Total Moisture lotion, or whatever that stuff's called, or the lip gloss, or any of the travel size stuff out, but they did have the Ritual, and so I got the shower gel. That's in my shower. I used it this morning. I couldn't resist. And then I got the lotion, and I love the packaging. A lot of people made fun of the packaging last year and said it was a lot like Lisa Frank, which that was cool if you were in 7th grade in the 90s, but I don't know about now. But there's the pumpkin, and I really have been impressed with Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin this year. I think that that's one of the scents that people always complain is too spicy, but I actually really, really like it. I think that it smells a little lighter this year. And I smell a little bit more of like an apple note, or an apple kind of cider-esque note. Maybe it's just me, but I like this much better. And I'm a fan of Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin, but I think people are going to like it this year a little bit better because it's not as spicy and it's lighter. And I think it has an apple cider smell to it myself. So I was really excited that that was already out. I actually wasn't planning on spending that much money, but like I said, everything I got, including the pocket bags that I'll probably have to do in a separate video because there's so many of them, I only spent 16 bucks, so I was pretty proud of myself, and so was Andrew because I didn't spend a ton of money. And then the next thing I got was the Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin Fine Fragrance Mist. And the only thing I'm not sure about this yet is I don't know if where it is a lighter kind of smell this year, I feel like I have to be a little more heavy-handed with the spray than I did last year. And again, that might just be a personal thing. I have really bad allergies, so I don't know if my sense of smell is like whack now or what. But if you get this, let me know what you think about the new formula of it, because I really think it's a little bit different than last year. But the packaging is just beautiful. I cannot wait to get my hands on the Dreamy Vanilla Woods packaging with all the different colored leaves. Oh, it just, as soon as I saw it, I fell in love with it. I love fall leaves and fall colors. And so even if I hate the scent, I'm still going to get the mist because I think that it's beautiful to have on display. But I'm loving, loving the packaging. And I was really impressed with this. But again, had to be heavy-handed. And so this video is not like 40 minutes long. I'm going to stop where I'm at and do the PocketBacs since there's like a bajillion of them in another video. And I hope you're having a good day. Let me know if you get anything. I'm pretty sure that most stores have Halloween stuff out, so let me know. And if there's any other videos for back to school or fall or Halloween you'd like to see, let me know in the comments below, and Rochelle and I will try to get to that. And have a good day. Bye.